Hello, everybody. Good evening and welcome to Spiritual Psychics TV and your fortnightly edition of Collective Consciousness. It's great to see that we've got so many of you with us here already, and we are streaming live to you via YouTube and Facebook. Please do share us out there, guys. Please do help SPTV grow on Facebook. You know what to do. Just hit that share button. Share it to your pages or any spiritual pages that you feel may be of interest. And on YouTube, you've got the option of giving us either a thumbs up, which we really like you to do. We don't like to see any of those thumbs down, that's for sure. And there's that little swirly arrow icon where you can click on, copy and paste, and share it to your social media platforms. Do let me know who's with us this evening and indeed where it is that you're watching us from, whether that be the UK or indeed anywhere else around the world. We'd love to know who we've got with us. Collective Consciousness, as most of you know that are regular viewers here, is a show that's purely dedicated to mediumship. And each fortnight I have the opportunity of introducing a different medium to share the virtual platform with me, where we give individual readings as well as conjoined readings. And that's where Collective Consciousness comes into play, as we link our minds and our energies to the same spirit communicator for the one recipient that's watching here this evening. I have the great privilege of working with some of the most beautiful souls here on earth, and tonight's guest is by no means any different. In fact, I'll share you a little secret. We share the same blood veins. It's my cousin Lorraine François. So I'm going to introduce Lorraine and bring her onto screen to say hello to everybody. So producer Richard, shall we bring Lorraine on screen? Good evening, Lorraine. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And how are you?
I'm all right. I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah, it's about time. Yeah, it's about time. About time, mate. Yeah.
So, Lorraine, tell everybody at home a little bit about yourself, about your spiritual journey.
Well, around about 2 to 3 years of age, I started to see spirit, but not sort of like physically, but it would be people's faces would change. And I didn't realise what it was, and then went through my childhood sort of feeling them and knowing they were around, but I still at that point didn't know they were spirit. I just thought it was God, or just thought everyone else was the same, and sort of grew away from it. Had a family, and then through sort of circumstances, which you well know, I ended up coming back to spirit, and so it went right round in a circle, really, and just been sitting in circles. And in the last probably 2 years now that I've been working out in the public. So yeah. And
you've been enjoying that and embracing that journey?
Yes, yeah. It's been different because of lockdown and doing Zoom and things like that. It's been really good. So waiting to go back out onto the platform. I think that's lovely, but I still like to do my Zoom.
Yeah, and it's been a completely different change for us, I would say, as serving mediums, where we were used to being out on the platform in the physical sense, and then all of a sudden, as you say, lockdown was thrust upon us all, and we've all had to adjust and adapt to finding ways to actually serve in spirit in a way that we probably never even developed or trained to do.
Yeah, it's totally different, isn't it? And I think even This is even more so.
Well, it's great to have you here. It's great to have you here with me this evening. I'm looking forward to working with my cousin, everybody. So do give her lots of love if you're watching on Facebook. Give her lots of love hearts there. And as I say, please do share us out there and help us grow. Where can people find you on Facebook, Lorraine?
Just Lorraine François. I'm not really putting myself out there that much, really. Or you can get me on Spiritual Psychics TV. I've just on the register. Directory.
On the directory. So again, guys, as well, that's something that would be really good and useful for you to take a look at if you get the opportunity to do so, because Richard's been working incredibly hard to get this directory up and running. And indeed, if there are any fellow mediums and light workers that are watching this evening, then please do feel free to sign up to the Spiritual Psychics TV directory. It's free. It's accessible to lots of churches, centres, and anybody really that's looking at placing public demonstrations where they can locate mediums. So please do check that out. It's well worth having a look there. So shall we say a few hellos, Lorraine?
Yes, yeah, that'd be good.
Okay, you go first, ladies first.
Hi, Denise. Oh, she's saying, hi, good evening. Watching from where? Where's that?
San Diego.
Oh, where's that then?
Oh, do let us know whereabouts that is, Denise. It'd be very interesting to know.
Yeah, no, but I'm sure it's nice.
And we've got Bree saying, hello, I'm Brianna. Hello, Brianna. Thank you for joining, my darling. It's lovely to have you here.
Oh, hello, Ashley. Yeah, hi. Oh, hi, everyone, she's saying.
Oh, that's lovely. And we've got Yvette Wilmer with us as well, saying good evening. Evening to you, Yvette. Thanks for joining.
Oh, Sharon says hello. Hi, Sharon.
Hiya, Sharon. Nicola Humphreys is saying hello, everybody, as well. Good evening to you, Nicola.
Dawn is saying good evening. Good evening, Dawn.
And we've got the lovely Margaret Murray is also with us saying good evening as well. Beautiful picture of that baby there.
Sheila, hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good evening. You know what I'm like.
Lisa Coombs. We've got Lisa Coombs is saying evening all.
Hi, Diane. Good evening.
And Laura Kirsty Marshall is saying, only a bit of Swedish, I know. Hoped it's right, Lo. He's something. I do not speak that language. But whatever it is, you're very welcome to join us here.
It says God there. Maybe she thinks you're a god. There, you're in there. Oh, hello, Gal. Good evening.
And we've got Anthony Jones, lovely Anthony, who was on the show a few weeks back. Hi there, Anthony. Hope you're well, my friend.
Oh, Sheila. Yeah, we've done Sheila already.
Sheila Lavender.
Hello,
yeah.
Michelle. Hi, Michelle.
And Mary Green, she's saying, evening, Lorraine. Nice to meet you.
Oh, thank you. Bless you. Yvonne. Hi, Yvonne.
Hello, everyone. It's lovely as well. We've got such a lovely community here where everybody feels so welcome, whether that be people that are watching from home who are new for the first time. And if you are new and watching us for the first time here, do give us the heads up and we'll give you a shout out there, guys. Kelly McKeaton, hi, Bill, Lorraine, Richard, and big love to all. Back to you, Kelly. Thanks for joining.
Eva from Sweden. Hiya.
Welcome, Eva. Chandra Wattleworth is from Arizona, all the way in the USA.
Oh,
hi there,
lovely.
Chandra. Thank you for watching.
Hi. Oh, how'd you say that name?
I would say Virjoity.
Whatever it is. Hello.
Good evening to you too, Vera. And we've got Pamela, Roger. Good evening, Richard, Bill, and Lorraine, and everyone in the chat. Good evening to you too, my lovely.
Hi, Michelle. It says, looking forward to this evening. Yeah, so am I, sort of.
Lovely. And we've got Christine Marius who's saying, good evening, Bill, Richard, and guests. Thank you, Christine, for joining.
Hi, Martin. Thank you for watching.
And Sharon Rahman, hi there. Can you see when my partner Stuart will find a new job, please? Thank you so much. We do not predict the future, Sharon. We are mediums, so we will just bring forward whatever it is that the spirit communicators want us to talk to you about here this evening, my lovely. But do keep watching. You never know, you might get a message.
Oh, good evening, Debbie. She's just gone off. We've got Rosemary now.
We've also got Rosemary. Yeah, first time I've tried this. Looks like fun. It is fun, Rosemary. And that's the whole purpose. We're raising the vibration and the energy because I think we're going to get started in just a few minutes.
Okay. Hi, Jane, by the way. Thank you for joining us.
And Joanne Lewis, it's nice and cool evening in Birmingham. Oh, it is, Joanne. It's we've had a bit of rain down here in sunny Croydon, and I've got to be honest, it was a bit humid this afternoon, but it's starting to cool down somewhat now this evening, which is lovely.
Yeah, I'm baking. I've got my doors closed. I've got the door closed because of the dogs. They're being in and out. Yeah, by the way, people, I've got my dogs here, so I can't hide them anywhere. So they might be showing up any time now. So
that's all right. They're all animal lovers here at SPTV. They're welcome into the SPTV family. I can see we've got lovely Christine Davis with us as well. Hi there, Christine. Thank you so much for joining.
Oh. Hi, Steph. She said, "Hello, ladies. How are you all?" What? Well,
I'm a lady.
Ooh.
And we've got Sue Abbott. Sue Abbott all the way from Margate and Kent. Sue, it's lovely to have you here. We're going to make a start, I think. Otherwise, we would love to say hello to each and every single one of you that's joining us, but then we won't get no mediumship done here this evening. So, Lorraine, I'm going to bring you back on screen in a short while. So
okay.
Get yourself all ready for your first link, and I'll start this evening, if I may.
Okay.
Okay.
That'd be great.
Righty-ho. So once again, guys, for those of you that are new and watching for the first time, welcome to Spiritual Psychics TV and Collective Consciousness, a show that is purely dedicated to mediumship, and it streams live every fortnight on a Thursday at 8 o'clock. My name's Bill Hughes. You can find me on Facebook, Bill Hughes Psychic Medium, and also on Instagram under Bill Hughes Psychic. Paul Marshall saying, so have I. You've got two crazy French bulldogs there for you, Lorraine. So you're not the only one that's got dogs that's maybe wanting to join in on the show this evening. But I'm going to get started with our first communication link, and it's really strange that I'm working in the energy of somebody that actually made a communication with me yesterday. And this gentleman's actually come back to have a conversation with me here this evening. So he certainly knew, whomever it was that I'm going to be making a communication with this evening, that you would be on here and you would be watching. Now, this gentleman, the first thing that he actually does with me, it just makes me understand that I'm looking for my love. I'm looking for my other half. So I know that this gentleman, when he would have passed over into the spirit world, he would have been a husband. He would have also been a father, he tells me, as well. But funnily, what he done with me yesterday, and he's doing exactly the same thing with me here this evening, is he's actually, I don't know if this is symbolic. Again, I'm going to put it out there and hope that somebody will actually be able to relate to this information. But what he's actually done with me is he's showing me a Rolo suite, but he's wrapping it. He's wrapping it in silver. He's giving it to me symbolically in silver. So I don't know if this is something that somebody can understand and associate to the reason why he wants to show it to me in silver. But I know that as I'm actually linking with him, and I know as I'm actually working with this piece of information that he's giving me, that, you know what, this would have been something that would have been very favourable to the recipient, or this would have meant something between the two of you that you will be able to relate and understand to. It makes me feel like I'm running out of breath somewhat. I can't get all of my words out on the breath that I've got. So I know that he's drawing me and he's bringing my mind into the condition that he would have suffered with before he would have made his journey back home into spirit, this gentleman. I feel with him as well as he stands beside me now and he starts to make himself a little bit more known to me. Okay. I know I'm very endearing. I know I would have been very endearing when I would have been on the earth plane as well. This gentleman makes me understand. Okay. He makes me feel as though he would fit quite well within my frame. Okay. So I know that I don't want to reduce myself somewhat. Okay. Gail, you're saying you can take it. We used to joke about last Rolos. Wonderful, Gail. That's fantastic. Please do let me know if you can relate to the other information that he's actually just giving to me here as well, my lovely, because I want this connection to be a loving connection. I want this connection to be a husband link vibration, you would understand. And I want him to sit particularly well within my frame. So I know that as I'm working with him, he sits in my build particularly well. That's what I want to say, okay? He wasn't a small man by any means, okay? And I know he would have been a little bit more broader up on top than he would have been on the lower half of his body. Okay, I feel with him as well that he would have had quite defined features. Okay, and I want to be fairly chiseled with him as well. I feel as though I've got a very strong jawline with this gentleman as he connects with me and he gives me this information. Okay, but you would understand about the reason why. He just wants to take my breath away somewhat, and I can't get all of my words out. This conversation that I want to place, I've not got enough breath to draw on, you would understand. And that's important for me to say that and re-emphasise that information he tells me here as well. I've got the lovely Sandra who says that she can relate to this information as well. And Gal, he had COVID and lymphoma. He is a husband and he's a father. Thank you. Okay. I do feel like I want to continue with Gal here, Richard, okay, because this link just feels right for me. And you're saying, haha, yeah, he was a brick, what's it house. Absolutely fine. That's perfect. Okay. I don't feel that he's bald though by any means, Gail, okay? I know as he sits within my physicality, I know that I want to have a lot more hair on my head than what I'm actually sporting, and I'm a convertible, so any hair's a plus here, you would understand. But he's just being a bit jovial here as he gives me this information, God love him. So I know that he would have been a right character when he would have been here on the earth plane, that's for sure. Okay, good. You're saying that he had, yes, you're saying, yes, he had a very strong jawline, which is absolutely perfect because I knew that he just wanted to do that with me, almost like Desperate Dan, you know, Desperate Dan from the Dandy comics that would have been out years ago. That's the type of emphasis that he places there with me. Okay. I know with him as well, God love him, that he just, as he impressions upon me, no, not bald, absolutely, fantastic. I know as he impressions upon me as well, my lovely, I know that he just gives me this great understanding that things would have been relatively quick for him with regards to his journey and his transition over into heaven, you would understand, okay? Because I don't feel as though this would have been a condition with this gentleman that would have been there for a long period of time, okay? I feel as though things would have been quite rapid. Especially within the last 2 days as well, because he just calls out to me 2 days as well, 2 days. So I hope that that sits well with you and you can understand. But as I talk about 2 days as well, I want to go through the days of the week and I want to go Monday, Tuesday. So I know Tuesday is a day of significance again that I need to be bringing forward here for you. And I hope that you can relate and you can understand why he's doing that there with me. Okay. I know with this gentleman as well, you're looking at his photo and you're laughing. Good, because that's really the emphasis of this connection and the reason why he's making this connection, because he makes me feel as though I want you to be laughing at this moment in time. He makes me feel as though I just want to put that beaming, bright smile back onto your face, you would understand. 5 weeks from diagnosis to loss. Thank you. Last 2 days, or Monday, Tuesday. He keeps telling me Tuesday. I don't know why he's giving that to me, but let me know if you can relate to why he's giving that day to me there as well, please, my lovely. Again, yes, very definitely understand the 2 days. Wonderful. As long as you can take the information, I know that this link's correct. Okay. Let me get a little bit more from him for you, because I always like to give you just a little bit more. I always work hard with them just to give me as much information as they most possibly can there as well. Okay. Tuesday was the day he was taken to hospital. Bless him. Thank you so much, my darling. I knew that there was a relevance to why he took me to that day in the week there as well. Okay. I don't know why he just places in my mind. He passed on the Monday. He was taken in on the Tuesday. Thank you. Okay. I don't know why he wants to talk to me about the size 10s. I feel as though he's making reference to foot size here, okay? He's talking to me about size 10s. And as he's talking to me about size 10s and giving me this information, it's almost like what I want to be doing is I want to be slipping your foot into a bigger shoe. And he's making me want to kick somebody on the bottom with this shoe as he gives this information to me. I know somebody around you right now needs to kick up the bum. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to give it as I get it, all right? And that's the reason why he's giving me size 10s. I don't know if size 10 fit in with his foot size as well, but he just brings that to the forefront of my mind as he shares that information there with me as well. Okay. And also, I need to talk to you about the locks as well. It's important to be talking about the locks here, okay? I feel as though there's some type of significance with regards to me actually wanting to make sure that things are either locked, or indeed you've got some type of issue with a lock, because he's just drawing my attention to my back door here as he's giving me this information, and he's making me look at the key within the lock there. So again, do let me know if you understand the reason why he's brought that information through. You're saying, oh dear, yes, I understand that. I assume that's to the size 10s and the kick up the bottom there. I'd like to know if you can relate to this lock issue that he just wants to bring at the forefront of my mind there. Again, God love him. Okay. And I hear the song being played out in my mind here. Spirit love working with music with me just lately, and this is really different for me. But I know that I want to cherish the love we had. It's that song, and I don't know who sung that. I know that this was a group that sung the Cherish. It was Cherish. It was titled Cherish. He's just playing this out over and over in my mind as he gives me this information there to be passing on to you. So I know that this is a really heartfelt song and understanding he wants to be bringing forward for me to share there with you, my lovely. Again, producer Richard's actually singing the song very badly, guys, I have to say. So yeah, that's the song. That's the song, producer Richard, and he's telling me it was Cool in the Gang. Cool in the Gang. So it's Cool in the Gang that he just wants to bring through with this message and this song, and he's gifting that to you, my darling. Okay, because generally when I work with spirit, I always like to get a parting gift from them, from your loved ones, before I send them back off up to the angels. But he just brought that gift in straight away. Yes, your back door is rubbish and it does need replacing. Perfect. I feel it's the lock that he just wants me to be identifying there, though, my darling. And he drew my attention to my back door. So that's great. We've placed all of the information the way that we should have done. Okay. Let's see. What are you laughing about, producer Richard? I can't repeat that. We're live. We do cherish each other. Just found an old Valentine card from before we got married today. Oh, God bless you.
Oh.
And that's probably one of the reasons why he's just working on the emphasis of that song there for you, my darling. So I'm going to leave that song with you. I'm going to leave his love with you. And I'm going to say to you, God bless you for giving me the opportunity of working with you and working with him. Take his love. Know that he's coming through with so much endearment here for you. I know just before he's going, I know he's still chatting away, God love him. I know that just before I send him off, that you know what, and he's perfecting my throat, God love him. You would have been just literally inseparable. He just makes me feel as though, you know, you were just so tight knotted. And I just feel that I need to be saying this. Okay, I'm not hearing it, but I'm feeling it as he's giving it to me. Although physically you don't have that presence, you know that that presence is always there, and continue to talk to that photograph as well. Okay, because I know that you do that. He flashes that in my mind as he gives me that information. Okay, my darling. So I'm going to leave his love with you, my sweetheart, and say God bless you. And I'll hand over to you, lovely Lorraine.
Oh, hello, Polly. Thanks for coming in. Oh, and sorry, Rob and Sally. Oh, Bob and Sally. Hiya. Good evening. Thank you for all coming this evening. As I was sitting here, just trying to get the energy going, and I've got this gentleman coming in, and I know that he would have loved fast cars. He's making me feel that he was in his probably late 30s, early 40s. And I know that I would have passed quick to spirit, but I felt like it was something to do with the heart, because or something to do with the chest, because I felt like there was a pain in the chest. So whether this was the heart or whether this was an accident where, you know, maybe getting, you know, crashing or something and the steering wheel going into his chest, it would have been something like that. I know that I'm getting the name Darren as well, whether this is his name or someone around him. I'm also getting the song Bat Out of Hell. So I know that this guy loved his car, and I know that he would have loved driving fast. He's making me feel sort of quite a big fella. But I know that with him, I feel, well, everyone's bigger than me. I'm only 5'3", but but I know that he would have been like quite thick set, and I feel like he's just a lovely guy. He would have always wound you up. I felt like he's a wind-up merchant, and I'm feeling with him as well that as I'm going through life, I know that I did struggle, but I felt like I made things good. What I mean by that is sort of like, the boy did good. That's what I want to say. The boy did good. As he's sort of like, he's here, and he's sort of like, he's given me a wink, so I know. Sorry, what was this? I understand the car crash and the heart attack. And Darren, oh, Anna, okay. And I just feel with him that he's always like, he would always give you a wink, because I just feel with him, he was that type of guy who would always wind you up. Can you take this, Anna? The winding up bit, because this is like, he's definitely coming in like, and he wants to give you a wink. So hang on, I'm just going to carry on then. I'm not used to this. Yeah. Okay. But I know with him, I feel that I'm leaving someone behind, and I feel this is someone who I feel like it's a little family. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Good and cheeky. Yeah. And I feel like he's leaving a family behind, and I feel that this would have been I just felt like this was a small family, probably like 2 children. Yes, it would wind you up. Yeah, okay. And I just feel with the, it was like such a shock. I just felt like it was such a shock with everything what was going on around him, that this went and happened, and I just felt like I've just sort of made it. I felt like I've just made it, and then this happens. Wind up people, hilarious. Yeah, okay. And but I just feel with him that it was sort of a time when he just thought, I've just made it, I've just got there. And hang on, yes, this all makes sense to me. He left his wife and 2 kids. Okay, yeah, great. But I just feel with him, it was like, I've just made it, I've just sort of done good, and this goes and happens. And I just felt like everyone around him was like so devastated, because I know that he would have, yes, he left relations behind. Okay. And I just felt like with him, it's just like there was just so many people who knew him, and I just felt like it was not expected, and he's just making me feel that it's like the first time I've come through, and I just feel that I just want to come back and say that, he's just, oh, bless him. It's like he's just missing everyone. I just felt like he wants to say, what do you want to say? Come on, darling. He just wants to say that he regrets some of the things that he did, because he's making me feel that he was a bit reckless sometimes, and that's where I got the bat out of Al, because I know that I would have just been like doing stuff, and it's like I didn't really take responsibilities properly. But he's just coming back to say, oh, he accomplished so much. Oh, bless him. Not a surprise. Yeah, such a surprise when it happened. Yeah. But he's just coming back to say, he's fine, he's well, he's happy. I just feel that if you could actually give a message to his wife, which I feel that he wants to just say that it's all right, it's okay to move on. Because I do feel that she's been actually really, really struggling. Thank you, honestly appreciate. Okay. But yeah, if you could actually give that message, it's such a lovely, lovely soul, and I just want to just say that he, you know, he is missing his family, but he is around them. So if you could just say that he, oh, lots of love, and that he's always around him, and he always will be. But just to say to his wife, it's okay to move on. Okay, thank you for working with me. That was lovely.
Oh, that was a lovely message, and I think our lovely Polly could also take from that message there as well, Lorraine.
Okay.
So, Polly, please take from that whatever it is that you can, because spirit work in the most wonderful of ways, and they.
Was
okay,
it?
Richard.
Okay.
So please, guys, if any of you could relate to some of the information, or indeed most of it, then take from that what you can, because that's spirit's way of just reaching out, not only just to one person, but also to many others. So please do take from that what you can. God bless you all. Right, so shall we tell everybody what we've got coming up on Spiritual Psychics TV, producer Richard, tomorrow, and then Lorraine and I will start working on a conjoined link for somebody in a moment.
Was it that quick?
Okay. So tomorrow at 1 o'clock, we've got the lovely Sam O'Neill, and she'll be doing her rune readings. Again, same time, same place, either Spiritual Psychics TV on Facebook or indeed on YouTube. And that's 1 o'clock tomorrow, Sam O'Neill rune readings. And then tomorrow evening, we've got Ashley Robinson with Being Spiritual, and that's at 8 o'clock tomorrow evening UK time, again streaming live via Facebook and YouTube. Now on Saturday, guys, something new for you. We've got a conversation with Reet. She's very, very down to earth, and as you can probably see on the screen right now on the advert, we do advise that you are 18 and over to tune in. Now that's Saturday, the 19th of June at 2 o'clock. And I know that Reet will also be delivering messages where she will be linking with Spirit as well as having a good old chinwag. So please do come along, brand new show. And that's at 2 o'clock on Saturday, this coming Saturday, the 19th of June. Okay, the reason why it's 18 plus, guys, producer Richard tells me, is because she has a very colourful vocabulary. I won't say no more. I'll leave that down to your own judgment. But do come along and support her. Somebody new to the channel, so it'd be fantastic. And then producer Richard, whisper in my ear all of what's on those graphics, because I'm only seeing half of it. I can see the lovely Matt and Kirsty are there. Right, so our lovely Kirsty and Matt are doing mediumship development courses, levels 1 and 2, and SPTV VIP members are also offered discounts. So for those of you that don't know about our VIP membership program, it's a program where you can make a contribution monthly, which comes to about the cost of a chocolate bar, if that. And that gives you exclusivity to not only shows that aren't streamed via the format like this one this evening, but also lots of other spiritual things, as you've just seen on screen with Matt and Kirsty there. So please do give that a look as well, because that'll be really interesting. And they're lovely, lovely mentors who've got heaps of experience between the two of them. So check them out, Matt and Kirsty, MK Clairvoyance. So shall we do a conjoined link then? What do you think?
Well, we can try.
We can try. Okay. Hannah's just giving you a bit of feedback there, Lorraine. She's saying, she understood and loads of love.
Oh, bless her. Thank you.
Shall we say a few more hellos? Because I can see there's a few more flashing up.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's Wendy. Hi, Wendy.
Lovely Wendy Lindsay. Hi, Wendy. We've got Natalie Bentley as well. Hello there, Natalie. How are you, my lovely?
How do you do the hearts? Oh, I can't do it.
Lots of love hearts like that.
Yeah, like. Hi, Debbie. Oh, she's so lovely.
Oh, bless you.
Oh, there's a couple of Debbies. Okay. Yeah. Westwood. Sorry.
Lovely Debbie Westwood. Yep. And we've got Bev Buttle as well. Hello there, Bev. Thank you very much for joining. It's lovely to have you here.
Brenda. Hello. Oh, have a little fun.
And we've got Joe Stainsby as well, watching via Facebook. Hello there to you, Joe. Don't forget, guys, please share us out there if you haven't done so already. Help SPTV grow as much as you possibly can. Sharing is caring. And Lorraine, I don't know if there's a hello there for you. Yep.
Oh, Deborah Adams. Hello. Hi.
Hi there, Deborah. So have you got a communicator with you at this moment in time, Lorraine?
No.
Okay. Right. That's fine. Just me then.
Just telling you as it is.
Right. Okay. I'll start opening up on this link then. Okay. And see if you can come in on this, because I've got a lady that's starting to conjoin her energies here with me, and she wants to give me some bread pudding. She's placing the taste of bread pudding into my mouth, and I can taste those mixed spices in it, especially as she gives it to me. And it's really, really crunchy around the corners as she feeds this to me. Not that I need much feeding. I've got to get rid of a few of the gins. But you would understand with this lady that she would have absolutely have been an ace cook, especially with her bread pudding. All right, because she just brings that close to me. She just gives me the smell, the taste, the essence of it. I know she conjoins with me that I'm working on a grandmother vibration with this lady. And I know with this lady, she stands beside me. I don't want to be particularly tall. In fact, I want to be more so on the short side of height with her, okay? However, I am rounded with her because she just wants to make me give her a great big cuddle. And I know that she would have been very cuddly in the physical sense when she would have been here. You can take it, producer Richard. Lovely. Good. Okay. So no pressure now, guys, because the producer's taken the link. Okay, let's see where we can go with this. You would understand with this lady as well, Richard, I want to be very, very cuddly in the physical sense. I know that she would have embraced and she wouldn't have been afraid to have done this as well. Okay. Are you on mic so people can hear you? Okay.
Hi, everybody. Yes, I can take that, Bill. Of course, everybody else still listening as well.
Absolutely, because as we've said, you know, sometimes these messages reach more than just one person. But I know with this lady that I just want to be really, really cuddly. And it's almost as though what I want to be doing is wrapping and embracing you with a cuddle. Okay, so I feel at this moment in time with you that you could do with a bit of a cuddle. Okay, I feel as though what I want to be doing as I'm giving you this cuddle is just giving you a little bit of energy as well. Okay, because it just gives me this great sense of wanting to place lots of uplifting energy in and around you at this moment in time. So I don't know if you've been a little bit down or if you're feeling a little bit deflated, a little bit depleted, but that's the sensation that she wants me to be placing with you at this moment in time. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. But then also quite a lot of people can take it as well.
Not a problem. So I need to work harder and get more evidence for you as well. I know with this lady as well, what she wants to do with me, she actually wants to take me down into my legs. Okay, it feels though my legs are a little bit on the puffy side with this lady. She works with me. I don't know if you're picking up on that, Lorraine. Okay.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Good. Okay, because I feel a little bit more swollen and a little bit puffy. So I know that they would have played havoc with me, especially on days like now when she's talking about and she's making reference to the warmer weather conditions as well. So I know that I wouldn't have been particularly tolerable around the hot days with this lady. I feel as though it would have made me a little bit uncomfortable. And that's when it would have started to have impacted my health somewhat as well, Richard. Does that make sense with you, please?
It does.
Okay. All right. I can see the lovely Bev Buttle is also saying that she can understand that information.
Yeah, and so can Dee Thompson and Catherine as well. So there's quite a few who can take it.
Okay. I want to be quite gentle in my approach with this lady because I'm saying to her, give me some more information here now. Okay. I want to be very gentle in my approach with her. Okay. I want to be quite soft. I want to be quite soft-mannered with the way that she works with me here, okay? the way that she's working as well, it's almost as though I want to take my tone down somewhat. Okay, I just want to slow myself up somewhat here. So I know that I wouldn't have been a very fast talker with this lady. I would have slowed myself down. I would have been very soft. I would have been very endearing with the way that I would have actually conversated with you. But at the same time, it's very important for me to emphasize the fact that I would have been a very good listener as well. So I wouldn't have butted in. I would have actually have listened to what it was that you had to say, and then I would have given my opinion. Does this make sense as well?
It does, yeah. But also Dee can take this as well, and sort of Catherine.
Okay.
So yet again, there's quite a lot of us who can take it. It sounds like everybody's nan. We just want to give a cuddle and enjoy the food.
Right. I need to get more. I know that I want to. I know I want to go to a spectacle wearing grandmother. Okay.
She did.
I feel with this lady as well that they would have been more cat's eye shaped glasses as well with her. Rounded on the bottom where I feel that they would have been more flat up on top, okay? And I don't want to have long hair with this lady either. I want to have quite short, well-managed hair with her.
That's correct.
I feel with this lady as well that she wants to take me around the back of my neck and she wants to point out like moles, little freckle spots, little moles on the back of my neck with her as well.
Freckles,
so I hope
yes.
that you can understand that. Thank you. Okay. I know that would have been important as well for me to be bringing forward that as information, Lorraine. I don't know if you're getting anything, and if you are, then jump in at the same time.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Vicky can take this as well.
Okay, Vicky, you can understand it as well. So Spirit are working us really hard tonight. So let's get a little bit more information there from her. Okay. I feel quite cackly in my throat as well. Okay. I feel quite raspy in my throat indeed with this lady as she starts to impression on me somewhat. Okay, I feel quite rattly in my throat with her. Okay, so I know she's impressioning me with some type of condition that she would have experienced there as well. Hopefully you can relate to and you can understand, please, Richard, or indeed any one of the ladies that's watching here.
I can't
and I know
take
with
that
her
bit.
as well. You can't take fine. Okay. And I also know with this lady as well that I feel that she would have stood alone for a period of time. So I feel that the absence of my partner would have made the crossing to Spirit before me as well. Okay, yeah. Because I feel stood alone, and for some period of time as well, quite a prolonged period of time, because she makes me understand that she would have had to have been very resourceful. Okay. She would have had to be very practical, not only with adapting and getting money into the home, but also just adapting to those tasks that would have needed to have been done within the home. So I know that she wouldn't have been one that would have been frightened to have had a go at putting a bit of she's showing me wallpaper now, God love her, put a bit of wallpaper up on the wall as well. So she would have been very practical in that sense as well. A good all-rounder, that's what I want to be saying with her. Dee saying, yes, her partner died before her as well. Producer Richard, does that relate to you?
Yes, but not the throat bit. But Dee also mentioned that she had a problem with her throat, but Tony's also saying that she had throat cancer.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Lorraine,
yeah.
what have you got?
I got, because when you were saying about the legs, I got the feet mainly as well. And I know that this lady would have had to keep putting her feet up. And this would be a memory of you seeing her sitting there with her legs up on a stool. But I just feel like the old fashioned slippers, what you get with the fur going around it. It was the ones which open up slightly. It's the only things that I felt like I can wear.
Yeah, we've got a picture of that as well.
Okay. And she's making me feel like my chest. I feel my chest is quite sore. So I feel like there's something going on with her lungs. I just felt like I just want to keep rubbing it. So I don't know whether she used to do this.
Yes.
Because I feel like I'm just sitting here rubbing my chest. But I've also got, as well, Bill was saying that she was a good cook. I've got apple pie. I know, like most people, but I just love my apple pie. And I've also got a memory of like Christmas time that knowing she was a good cook, I felt there was a memory of something happening, whether she dropped something and picked it up, I don't know, or whether the dog got it or something. There's a memory of a Christmas, something happened. Can you take that at all?
I can't take. There was an incident, but not around Christmas that I can recall, and it was
Right,
something to do with
okay.
the dog. So, but I can't remember. I think she
Okay,
passed
then.
around Christmas, though. That was the thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So maybe that's what it was then. But I know that she would have loved Christmas as well, because I feel that this lady liked her little trinkets. And I know that I've got like all my little knickknacks all over the place. But I felt like there was a particular thing she used to collect. And I felt like, you know, those little, I don't know what they call those little houses. Can you take that, Richard? Yeah, something like that. Something like that. I felt like there was a certain thing that, you know, she would like to, she had a few of.
Ornament sort of thing. She had the old-fashioned ones. No one you had them where they were glazed, and they had like a forest in the background, sort of thing, and the house and the stuff. That's what sort of thing she had. But also, Dee can still take this along with Tony.
Okay then. Right. Okay then. So, I mean, this looks like it's all just
what anyone can take.
Yeah, double.
Everybody else. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's lovely because, you know, we get around more people.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Yeah. I feel as well what I want to be saying on this link. She puts Vapor Rub, Vicks Vapor Rub under my nose as she works with me, this lady. Okay. She takes me down. She wants it rubbed on my chest as well. Okay. So I know that this would have been used with this lady quite frequent and quite often. Okay. Because I just get a great essence of the smell of that being placed with me right now. Okay. It's almost as though she would have had trouble with her airways or breathing. Okay. That's what she's doing with me at this moment in time. Again, I hope that you can relate to that, Richard, or indeed Dee can. Yeah, because I get a great essence of that.
Yeah, it's either Dee or Tony who's taking all this as well.
And we've got Tony as well. Okay, right. Yeah. Okay. So let's see if we can break down a little bit more of a personal message for Dee and for Tony and for Richard here. Okay.
He's saying that on there must be having a party up there. Probably are.
Dee, you know
what
about recipes.
Yeah.
Apple pie recipes.
Dee's saying yes. Dee's saying yes to the Vapor Rub. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to see if I can finish this message off for Dee, and then we'll see if we can get anything else that we can finish off for Richard and for Tony. Before we send these lovely links back off up on their journey back home. But Dee, what I just want to talk to you about, my darling. She had a breathing machine. Thank you. Okay. Because it was the emphasis of me wanting to clear my airwaves that she was giving me a great understanding of, and why she was placing the smell of that vapor rub. But I know she would have used that as well. So it's really important to talk about that with you as well, that she would have used that as well. But I'm just asking her, give me something that you can relate to. So I know that I'm on this link with you at this moment in time. Okay, my darling. All right. And I'm just asking her just to show me something that I can talk to you about here. For some reason, what she wants me to do is she just wants me to bring through the essence of these very small emphysema, she's saying. Thank you, darling. She's just bringing these very small lilac, very highly fragrant flowers that she's placing under my nose as well. So I know she would have had a love for those flowers, freesias, okay? I'm being told freesias here, and she's bringing them through in a blue and a lilac tone colour that she wants me to be connecting to you with, okay? As spirit work with me with colour, when they give me this colour, and especially lilacs and blues, I know that I'm connecting with somebody that's very, very spiritually attuned as well, you would understand, okay? And I feel that this is the emphasis of her message that she wants me to be bringing through here. Not only am I working with you on the spiritual connection and I'm wanting to forge and push you forward, but also what I want to be doing is just be bringing the emphasis of that blue forward. And when I work with blue as a colour, it's healing for me as well. So I know I want to be wrapping lots of healing up around you at this moment in time as well, Dee. I feel that my throat's quite sore as I'm giving you this information, so I hope you can relate to that as well. I want to talk to you about the month of April as well, because I'm just getting April called out to me, whether indeed that's the month or indeed the name that you can relate to, that she wants me to bring forward there as another part of the information and evidence that she wants me to share there for you. But I do feel incredibly, incredibly hot. And most of you know when I work this way with spirit. That's my trigger to talk about infection as well. Yes, had a love for those flowers. Thank you, my darling. So I know that there would. Yes, you're very spiritually attuned as well. Absolutely fantastic. I know I want to wrap you. Yes, your child needs loads of healing at the minute. That's the blue, what she's bringing forward there. Just need the April before I can send her back off up to the angels, and maybe Lorraine can start bringing some other information forward for Tony or Richard there.
I've got something for Dee. Can I just say for Dee?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, go
she's
for it.
given me a Christmas tree ornament. So I don't know whether you've actually bought one to put on your tree to remind you of her, or whether she's given you that already. Because I just feel that if she didn't give it to you, I felt like you need to get something, or you've already bought something to put on your tree to remind you of her at Christmas time, because I know that she loved Christmas so much. Lovely lady, yeah, beautiful.
Lovely.
So, yeah.
Okay. So, shall we see if we can get? So, Dee, please take her love. Yes, you can take April. Yes, hot. My daughter has an unregulated temperature, always hot boiling inside. God bless you. Dee, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity of working with you and she. I'll leave her love with you. Say God bless you. And we will now continue to work with producer Richard and Tony if we can.
She sticks a picture on the tree.
Blessed. How lovely. How lovely. Right. So can we get Tony's message up, please, producer Richard, on screen, so we can get a feel for Tony? Okay. Okay. So have you got anything there, Lorraine, that you would like to share with Tony?
Right. I felt like with Christmas with her, she went out and did all the, like a little bit tacky, sorry, but I just feel like, when you're putting everything up, it's just like it looked like a Christmas grotto, and it's just that I just felt like with this lady, she was very fun loving. So I feel like with you, Tony, I know that you would remember Christmases with her, because I felt like, as a child, it would have been like, oh, wow, you didn't have to go and see Father Christmas. And this is what she's bringing me in, this lovely sort of Christmassy feeling of that family get together. And I know that, I do feel like the family was very close together, but I do feel that when she passed, I do feel the family sort of, it wasn't quite the same anymore. And she's just making me feel that, people did part a little bit. So, yeah, and it's just like, she's just making me feel a little bit sort of like sad about that. No, what you mean? I know what you mean. Okay. And I just feel like, I'm a little bit sad about that, because I feel like everyone needs to get back together again. So she wants to sort of extend her hand out to you, so you can extend it out to them, so you can all get together again. I just feel this is really important to her, and I feel that you're the person who can actually bring it all together. Lots of love there for you, and I know that you had very fond memories of her as well. But take her love, and I hope you can do that, because it would be very nice if you could do that, especially at Christmas time. Invite all of the family around. So yeah,
lovely. I feel that I just want to give this gift to Tony as well, if I may, because I'm just being placed on my hand, an elastic, stretchy bracelet. But can you remember back in the days when we were children, because she takes me back into my childhood days, with this stretchy bracelet, which has all of those different coloured sweets that were on it. They were like you would eat them. You would eat the sweets on this like elastic. It was almost like a sherbety type of expanding sweetie bracelet. I think you used to get them in necklaces as well. But and they were they were all multicolored, and she just brings that forward for me as I was just connecting there. And I know I just wanted to place that there with Tony. So Tony, please let me leave that as a parting gift there with you, my darling, and do let us know if that actually relates and you can understand the information that myself and Lorraine have brought forward there for you. Producer Richard. Oh, God bless Sherelle. You can take all of that as well. I tell you what, we've reached quite a few people here. This is absolutely lovely. Producer Richard, can you just take, you know, with these glasses, can you take a chain that would have been worn on these glasses?
Yes.
And would have hung down? Because I'm saying to her, please give me just a little bit more information that he can relate to here. Okay, and I know I've got this chain and these glasses, and I'm wearing them on my chest here. Okay, but you would understand as well that with the glasses, I can actually just pull them down on my nose somewhat, and I can look over them when I'm talking to you as well.
She did quite a lot.
So I know that I know she would have done that. Okay, so she's just given me that information as well. But it's also important for me to be talking to you about. I feel that there's a gentleman that's connected to this lady that she wants me to understand here. Okay, and she's talking to me about Spitfires. She's talking to me about the planes.
That would make sense.
Okay, so I know that there would have been this regimentality to this gentleman, okay, and indeed the Spitfire planes, being within the Air Force, flying the planes, that she just wants to, again, just bring through as another little bit of information, just so that you know that I'm on this link with you. Does that make sense with you?
Yes, my family was in the military, but I was the one who was flying the planes.
Perfect. Okay, thank you very much. So I'm going to leave this lady's love with you. Lorraine, I don't know if you've got anything that you would like to add on to that. You're welcome.
I mean, I don't know whether this is for you, Richard, but I just felt like that she actually she was very good with money, and I felt like she would have always been putting stuff away. I do feel like she's trying to say to you, it's time for you to start putting stuff away, because I feel like you do tend to spend your money a little bit too easily.
I'm always spending money on food. Every time I go out, I buy food for someone. I've got to stop doing that. I think that's what she's saying.
Right, okay. So she's just saying about putting that money away for a rainy day, because, you know, it's like you're spending it like you've got, you know, loads of it. Well, you might have loads of it, but
don't tell anyone.
She's just sort of saying, you know, just saying about, you know, just sort of, you know, rein it in a little bit, because it's, you know, you're spending it too easily.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. And I don't know now, Lorraine, if this is my conscious mind, right? But you know, like what Nan used to do with us, and I still feel I just want to give this to Richard as well. Now, what Nan used to do with us by giving us that cod liver oil and that.
Oh, right.
Right. I feel like I want to give it to Richard as well. So, Richard, I hope you can take that as well, because I've just got this distaste of cod liver oil that she wants to give me on a spoon there, my friend, as well.
Lovely.
You can take that back. I don't want
it.
And Sherelle still saying she can take this as well. So Sherelle, please take what you need from the message as well. Thank you very much, you two.
Okay.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Right, shall we have another go, Lorraine?
Go on then. You can start again.
Okay, I'll start again. All right. Let's see who's stepping forward here now. Okay. I've got somebody who's got links to Spain. I've got a lady who's connecting to me, and I've got somebody who has a connection to Spain, because she's just saying to me, "Sí." She's saying to me, "Sí." I'm saying, "Is that correct?" She's saying, "Sí." So I know that that's correct. Saying, yes, she's telling me. And again, with this lady, I want to say that she would have been Spanish. Spanish would have been her mother tongue, okay? I don't feel as though her English would have been very good, okay? I know that my English would have been very broken with this lady as she makes this communication with me, okay? But I want to be really traditional with her in her dress. And I want to be, as I say traditional, I mean very classic within my dress with this lady as well. Very prim and proper dressed, okay? So I know that, like, the skirt, because she shows me a skirt here. She shows me black and white predominantly as colours as well that she would have worn, this lady. Okay, so I know that this lady connects to me. She's just making me understand that there's got to be a link here somewhere connected to somebody with regards to mourning, because I feel as though I'm in a mourning dress. I'm in that attire, you know, where I would have been mourning for somebody. And it's the black and white that she wants to bring forward in the forefront of my mind at this moment. And it's just placing me in a position of me wanting to be mourning somebody. So I know there's been another loss that would have been connected to this lady that would have happened at very recent times as well. I feel that I need to be saying here. I know with this lady, as she comes close to me and she starts impressioning upon me, she gives me a great understanding of feeling incredibly fatigued. I know this lady would have been one that would have put up a fight, she makes me understand, before she would have made her journey home. Okay. Again, I feel that this is a grandmotherly vibration that's stepping forward here. Veer, you're saying you are Italian, and we would say sì. Okay. Okay. All right. So let me just continue to work, because I felt it was a very Spanish link she was making me understand it. You are moving to Spain. Okay. Let me just continue to work a little bit harder, because I just need to make sure that I'm definitely with you and that there's nobody else that can understand or relate to this information here. Okay. Again, I need to say that as I work with this lady, she wants me to be talking about the relevance of 1960. She wants to take me into the 1960s, okay? And she's taken me there as a year of significance, okay? So I feel that this needs to be placed around the recipient for whatever reason that may be. But I hear her call out to me 1960s, okay? So I know that I want to be passing that information over there as well. I feel with her as well, I feel more compact. I feel quite small framed with this lady as she gives me an understanding of herself. Okay, and I feel for a lady of her generation, being a grandmother link vibration here, you would understand, guys, that she would have still had quite a dark head of hair on her head, because she makes me feel very dark as she connects with me, and it being quite long as well, because she takes it down in between my shoulder blades as she gives me this information there. And I know with this lady as well, there's some type of relevance and there's some type of significance to me wanting to be talking about a little dog statue or a little dog ornament, okay, because she places that within my mind as well, and it's a tan colour that she gives me as she passes this information over. I don't know if you have anything, Lorraine, that you feel you can add into that.
Yeah, she's showing me when she was younger, and I felt like this is quite a beautiful lady. I felt like she could have been a model, but I'm not tall enough. I feel like I'm not tall enough. Very beautiful skin, beautiful eyes as well. I just felt like she was just beautiful. But I'm also getting with her that as I'm passing, I got like not stomach, further down, and I felt sick. So I do feel this is a cancer condition, whether it's the bowel or whether it's, somewhere around that area. And as you said, I felt like this lady she struggled, but I felt like she really fought and she really held on. I'm also going with her that she, I know with Italian mamas, they tend to they surround their family with food and love and that's the way they love them. It's by feeding them. It's like, and I know that this lady would have loved having her family come to see her. And I know that I have got a big family, but I know as well that I felt like I was on my own. Not on my own I was living with family, but I felt like my partner had passed quite a while beforehand. So I do feel like this was, this would have been she would have been on her own quite a long time. That's what I want to say. Yeah.
Okay. There's also Susan Linford that's saying her mum's family was Italian and she was born in 66. So that would bring us into that
brilliant.
60s thing. But mum was tiny and fought it to the end as well. But that would have been this lady's character. She would have been a fighter all throughout. Veer can take everything but the dog. Okay. She would have been a right fighter. That's what I want to just be saying with the essence of her character as she connects with me. I feel more so that I'm with Vera. I've got to be honest as I'm working on this, because it was so important to bring that Spanish link through for me at the beginning of the message. Also, she was Italian, no Spanish. Okay. And Vera took the link about moving to Spain. You picked up on the Italian link, but I just want to say that the essence of this lady's character, not only did she fight this illness, this condition that she had, but she would have been a fighter all throughout her life, this lady. She would have had to have fought hard for what it was that she actually had within her life. You know, nothing came to her easy, she makes me understand as she starts giving me the information now. Nothing came to her easy. Everything had to be worked for very hard. But there's a good ethos within the family bloodline here, which she's talking about with regards to making sure that they rolled off the hard-working ethos throughout the bloodline of the family here as well. So I know that I just want to be acknowledging that with the recipient here with regards to your hard-working ethos and ethic that this lady just wants to acknowledge. So that's where I've got with this message. Susan Linford is saying she has a niece in Spain as well there, Lorraine.
Okay, right. I want to say just one word, Tropicana. It's just come on. I don't know whether this is where he's going, like to Spain, whether he, or whether she's saying, go and enjoy yourself. I just felt like, Tropicana. I don't know. It could be a club or something. It could be a drink. Yeah, I don't know.
Absolutely. So I'm going to continue, if I can, just to pass my parting gift off with Via, if I may, because it was Via that I felt that I was connected to there. So Via, I'm just asking her, my friend, if I can just pass you over a parting gift there. And she brings forward for me a toy. You would understand it's like an articulated snake. You know, the ones that they were a plastic snake and you would hold them and they would move. She just brings that forward to the forefront of my mind. Now, whether or not she's placing that physically, that you can understand about having that, okay, or there being this relation to snakes that she just wants to bring forward. But she's just placing that there with me, and she gives it to me in the colour red as well as she's placing it with me. So I know that I just want to bring that forward and give that to you with lots of love from this lady and say, God bless you, and thank you for giving me the opportunity of working with you. And Lorraine, I'll pass over to you to finish off.
I just got I feel that the Tropicana is the Wham, the Wham song. I don't know what it's actually called. Is it called Tropicana?
Yeah, Club Tropicana, drink free.
I just want to give that to him because I just feel that is like, I don't know whether he's going to go clubbing or whether he's got something like, he understands the name George or Michael. I just feel that this is the actual, I sound so crazy. Oh, right. That's it. I thought it said crazy for a minute. But yeah, so I just feel that, this is for him. I feel like it's about enjoying himself now, going and having fun. Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely. And guys, for those of you that were able to relate to that as well, please do take from that what you can. So there we go. That's another edition of Collective Consciousness. all over and done with for another fortnight. Guys, thank you so much. There's an lovely sister,
Sharon.
your lovely cousin, Sharon. Thank you, Sharon. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Lorraine, it's been lovely working with you. Thank you so much for coming on to the show. We finally got there in the end, didn't
we? We did. You couldn't get rid of me.
Richard. Producer Richard, thank you very much for making it happen as always. And to all of you guys that tune in and support us, not only on Collective Consciousness, but here at Spiritual Psychics TV, God bless you. Thank you so very much for joining us. I'll see you again in another 2 weeks' time. And until then, may the love and light of spirit be with each and every single one of you. Before we go, I'm being told, oh, in my ear. Yes, Producer Richard. You know what we are, aren't we? So next Friday, I'm not back in 2 weeks' time. I told you a lie. I'm back next Friday. Next Friday, we're bringing the Sofa Watch back to you guys. Now, for those of you that didn't see it, Producer Richard and I done an experiment from the Spiritual Psychics TV studio in pitch black darkness, just using the infrared camera. And we got lots and lots of spiritual activity, paranormal activity that we caught on camera. And Producer Richard's been working really hard to slow this footage down and to enhance it so that we can bring it back to you next Friday. And we can have a good old chinwagon discussion and see if there's anything there that we might have missed first time round. So that's not Friday, not next Friday at 8 o'clock, Sofa Watch. So do join in and come and join us. And if you never got to see the footage first time round, it is on the archives on Spiritual Psychics TV on YouTube and on Facebook. Sofa Watch with Richard and Bill. So please do come.
Was that the one? Was that the one where the cushion fell down?
Cushion fell down.
Yeah, that's all.
Was rolling across the floor.
Yeah.
But my niece, Amy, she actually slowed it down, and she actually when I was calling out to the guy that we were communicating with, the spirit communicator, at that time she slowed it down and she'd done a screenshot and showed me, and you can actually see the image of a man actually leaning over the sofa. It's amazing. Yeah, it is. It's amazing. So make sure you join in next Friday, guys, and see us. And like I say, until then, thanks for joining. Thanks for being with us this evening. It's been lovely that we've had so many of you join us. Until we'll meet again, may the love and light of spirit be with each and every one of you. Good night. God bless. Thanks for joining.
Good night. Yeah, good night. Bye.